Okay. We wanted to start off with giving you guys some positive feedback. I thought this was really well written. I liked the sources you guys added, and I also like that it wasn't too like flashy and it wasn't like too boring to like look at. You guys added pictures on like proper slides, and it wasn't like too distracting or anything.
To follow Crystal's point, I agree with that. It was just straight and to the point and just very, I think easier for the learner to follow along without too much going on the slide. So it's also another point we made in our summary was that like the learner is going to want to review this information like multiple times. And I feel like this is very easy for them to go through and find each heading and important topics for each of those points that you guys made. I think you did a great job.
I agree
Yes.
with
Oh, go ahead.
I agree with both what Crystal and Emily said. I think it was very clear and concise and user-friendly. I thought that was a very nice presentation.
Yes. I'm not going to lie for myself. We were already working on the project, but for me personally, it was already stressful. So I guess like probably in your group, you probably have people that are really good like in technology, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of our group was fairly like familiar with technology, and I kind of dove in on this project and did a lot of the like linking and audio and stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
The technology associated with PowerPoint was brand new to a lot of us. We had never known that you could do that until we kind of looked into how it was done with the project. So
yeah, because basically for our feedback, it was mostly like on minor mistakes. And then I kind of like asking you guys to clarify some parts of a presentation. But overall, when you look at it and when you go through it, it's very easy to follow through. Mm-hmm. And then when you click, like, for example, when I like the part when you mentioned, for example, the questions, for example, you have to answer, check, how do I call it? For example, the knowledge check, for example, when you click on it, it takes you back to the PowerPoint slide, to show you the right answer. That part, I really liked it because, and I didn't know how you pull it up. So good job on that.
Yes, I thought it was very visually like appealing and easy to follow and understand. You can tell that it took a lot of like collaboration. It wasn't something that was just like pieced together, that you all like collaborated and worked on the development of all the slides. So yeah, I think it was very well written and easy to follow. So good.
I also want to add the transition between the slides flowed really well. It wasn't like it was on one topic and then it just completely switched. It flowed well, and the knowledge checks flowed well, and all the links worked. So that was like super nice as well.
I just want to add that I think it was very comprehensive, easy to understand. And I don't think anybody who goes through it wouldn't understand the message that we are portraying. Well done.
Yeah, I think one of the minor things that we kind of like recommended was like on slide 11, just to add a reference there. But I think you already saw it and probably gonna correct that.
Yes, we will be adding a reference there for sure. Thank you for catching that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it was pretty minor suggestions. I know another suggestion we had was since this is for like a learner who's like new to the field and not really knowing that much, just giving like some definitions on like terms and using like the full, like I think I saw like BCBA in there, and just like put like board certified behavior analyst, like for those acronyms, just so they know throughout the presentation and stuff.
Yes, and I do like how you all included, I think it's on slide 9. I like how you all included the like ABC, antecedent behavior consequence, the 3-term contingency, and you provided that like definition of so like a novel learner or reader would understand like what this means and what to look for and that kind of thing. So I thought that was very well written.
I also felt that there were a few things that could be added if you choose to. It's on the PowerPoint. The lecturer gave us things like diversity and other things that your learners should know since they're new to the field.
I think what you mentioned was part of a checklist that we reviewed. That's what you're talking about, Sienna, like they're adding social validity more to the presentation. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we recommend, the social validity and diversity being added, just because we saw that in the PowerPoint for the assignment. So that was like the main reason we added it into our feedback.
Thank you. I think that we definitely should add more social validity. We're actually meeting after this meeting just to make sure that we like hit all of the points that you guys suggest. And we can add more about cultural diversity. I think we tried to use pictures that didn't represent any skin color or gender throughout. So like the thumbs up and everything, that way it was more, we thought representative, and it didn't really show, you know, either on there. So we tried to include diversity in those types of ways, but we definitely can include more information in the slides. So that's a good suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like your suggestion on definitions and changing BCBA out of the acronym so it's more detailed and newer people and staff can understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And you know, overall, you guys were really, really fast on it. Like literally, it's like, wait, did you start working on it way before a long time ago, or it was just like last minute pull up?
We actually did start working on it back in February because I had emailed her on February 19th to clarify like the assignments, and that's when she like emailed me back that day, and we kind of got started like the Tuesday after that working on it.
Mainly diving in and trying to figure out what this assignment entailed, because you know Melissa kind of dove deep on the technology stuff and the rest of us were like, holy cow, really? And then we all kind of went through all of the instructions for it and then re-went through them. So I'm glad you guys found some of those things that we missed, some of those details in the checklist and stuff.
Yeah, but overall it is a great presentation. So yeah, if it was something like something you need to add, we were gonna tell you, but definitely we didn't feel like, you know, we had to tell you to change a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's a collaborative effort. You guys did an amazing job. It's very clean and well done.
Yeah, you guys did a really nice, thorough job. And it's very like neat to see like the knowledge checks and stuff and like how they.
Yeah. Any advice for us for the pushing for the next part?
I haven't had a chance to look in depth on that assignment yet, so
Me either, but I will be hopefully this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's a good point that you made, is to like really understand the instructions first, go to the office hours, ask the questions you need to before you start. Otherwise, it's going to be more time consuming for sure.
I feel like that was honestly what took us the most time, was like figuring it all out and dabbling into that. And then once we got the flow of the PowerPoint, it just like kind of kept going. And that was the quicker part.
So I would also add one suggestion, because I know this next paper I think is pretty long. And so really focusing on the transitions between concepts and thoughts, you know, that way it can help you all. So I know that for every paper or project that we've done, we've created a raw outline first. And then that really helps follow the structure. And then what I like to do is between every paragraph, you know, to a different concept, just add a transition sentence at the very end. And so that can really help with the flow of things.
That's a great suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Great job.